In 1949, like the rising sun, the new China rose in the ancient East. When the PRC had the task of rebuilding after wars, the central government was shocked by the extraordinary flood of the Huaihe River basin, and Chairman Mao Zedong proclaimed, "The Huaihe River must be harnessed." Thousands of kilometers of Huaihe River run through Anhui Province. The Dabie Mountains wind up and down from west to east, forming a 500 kilometers watershed between the Yangtze and Huaihe rivers. No rains meant droughts on the hills, and the depressions became disasters when raining. Droughts and floods followed, and natural disasters continued, so agricultural production could only rely on the weather. For thousands of years, the people of Jianghuai had suffered from floods and droughts. Those who are good at governing the country must first harness the waters. To get out of the survival predicament, the only solution is to turn water hazards into water benefits. The central government promptly launched the first major project of New China, harnessing the Huaihe River. Harnessing the Huaihe River has brought good news to the people of Jianghuai. At 9 a.m. on August 19, 1958, a great project of building the homeland began in Hefei, south of the city of Lu'an. With the support of the Anhui Provincial Committee, the Committee of Lu'an Areas took up the responsibility, with strong determination and concerted effort, making full use of the major achievements of harnessing the Huaihe River, and successfully building an extra-large irrigation district, Pishihang. Pishihang, with the 6 major reservoirs of the Dabie Mountains as the water sources and the 3 major canal heads as the hubs, communicates the Pihe River, the Shihe River, and the Harnbuhe River. 25,000 kilometers of channels, 60,000 canal buildings, 1,486 small and medium-sized reservoirs, and 210,000 small valley-dammed reservoirs in hilly regions form a canal-joining reservoirs type of artesian irrigation system. This is the largest irrigation district in New China, Pishihang. It stretches across basins of the Yangtze River and the Huaihe River, irrigating 10 million mu of farmland, benefiting 20 million people in 17 counties and districts, for cities of Hefei, Lu'an, Huainan, and Xinyang, and 2 provinces of Anhui and Hunan. The people of Lu'an, with their bravery and heroism, cutting paths through the mountains and building bridges across the rivers, excavated 600 million earthworks in a total of 400 million working days. If built into a 1-meter square causeway, it can circle the earth 13.5 times. With an unbelievable total length of canals, Pishihang is the longest man-made river in China and one of the largest artificial irrigation canals all over the world. A blank sheet of paper is good for drawing the latest and most beautiful pictures. However, there was an extreme supply shortage in the 1950s. There were no building materials, no means of transport, and no construction machinery. Relying on the efforts of the CPC and the people of Lu'an learned to prepare the food, make the dynamite and build the cement factory in their own, inventing 3 magic weapons of earth-splitting method, cave blasting and pulling tools. With the most basic tools, they created the most advanced methods and wrote a new chapter in the history of Chinese water conservancy. Taking the historical mission and a scientific attitude, the engineers worked hard and were eager to innovate, strictly planned the control area of each channel, and carefully designed the flood control standards of each building, creating a world miracle with the most complete categories of water conservancy buildings in the irrigation area. After 60 years of verification, the Pishihang project has won the recognition and praise of the world's water conservancy experts for its magnificent planning, scientific design, reasonable layout, and perfect construction. For the birth of New China, the people of Lu'an sacrificed 300,000 people and cultivated 108 generals. For the construction of New China, 300,000 mu of arable lands were inundated and 400,000 the people of Lu'an left far away from home. For the sustainable development of the country, Lu'an rejected polluting projects and speed of development and preserved the green mountains and clear waters for future generations. Harnessing the Huaiha River is an excellent song of the people, and Pishihang is the loudest note. Harnessing the Huaiha River is a heroic epic, and Pishihang is the brightest chapter. Pishihang has ensured the safety of food, with 10 million mu of fertile lands bringing a stable and even higher harvest. Pishihang has ensured the safety of drinking water, with 20 million urban and rural populations feeling very happy when drinking water. Pishihang has ensured the safety of ecology, with green GDP 2.0 of Dabie Mountains circling positively. Here is the source of the history of water conservancy in New China, and it is also the source of harvest, development, and renewal in the Anhui area. The Grand Dabie Mountains, the surging Pishihang waters, a 100-year development, full of vigor, towards renewal. A 1,000-year water veins, full of dreams, never stopping. Pishihang exists with mountains and waters, bright like the sun and the moon.